Let's go ahead and take a look at that new UFO video that TMZ released.
This is black hot. You see the object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white to black, white to black. And that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird. I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales. What was said to be scales, like an armor. There were also people with night vision who were out and they were tasked to go look for it. Couldn't see it on the night vision. Only in the thermal spectrum could it be seen. But anything that looks like that appears to have a payload, that's a big deal. It could be dangerous. So these are high priority. But what happened is there were a couple other nations involved, and the feeds were shut, just shut immediately. So that put me on high alert too. Why is it completely being shut down? But that's not all it did. It goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends into the water, stiff into the water. And for 17 minutes, nothing. And boom, this thing comes up out of the water and shoots off at 45 degrees, just like that. It looks very much like what I've heard that has made incursions into nuclear facilities, because I know for sure, fact of the matter, there is footage from inside a nuclear facility. And I'll just say it, Pantex, that's the one, man. Something that appears identical to this moves between these nuclear silos and shot off again at a 45-degree angle.
See, I wish we had footage of it being shot up at a 45-degree angle, because from that video, you only see it move very, very slowly.
Yeah.
You know?
What was that last thing
And
he was
one of
saying
the-
about Pantex? What was that?
These optic systems can reach. When it gets to that point where it's over the water, every source that I have talked with who is aware of this footage, that footage exists. You've got a UFO or UAP descends into the water stiff, comes back up, and then shoots off 45 degrees. Now, this was taken by an intelligence agency and buried. So I don't know, man. These are the cases that spark me. I don't know what this is. I just know when I get military filmed UAP footage designated where people risk getting that to me, I take it as serious as it sounds, and I try to get to the bottom of it. And it's hard, you know, but I do have a number of direct eyewitnesses now.
Yeah, I wish we had footage of the thing actually zooming, you know, or like moving in a fast pattern. That would indicate one of the 5 observables, which, you know, rather than it just floating and kind of camoing. But it is pretty interesting. It looks like it's like camouflaging, like in and out.
Object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white
to black,
white to black, and that's basically showing the
see, like if we so it looks like, see right here where it crosses like that black thing right there. It looks like it's like camouflaging, well, rather than it turning white.
What he said is that we're not looking at the actual color, right? What we're seeing is the temperature difference between that and the buildings behind it. So the color, the black or the white, we're actually seeing temperature, cold or hot. And so, you know, it's essentially the same color as the buildings behind it, you know. And then when it turns black, it's getting a lot hotter. I guess to me, at first glance, it looked like some type of balloon. Like if nobody told me that was a UFO, you might assume it was like a balloon of some sort, right? But at the same time, yeah, I guess the whole story behind it and the way he presents it, I mean, it's a very fascinating story if true. But like you said, I think what we missed a little bit of that middle part. I don't know what he was saying about Pantex, but it sounded like there was another one that they got on a different video that was the same thing. And then it sounded like he said that that video does exist, but obviously it wasn't leaked to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, that would have been great, but I mean, I guess it's, all we got right now.
Yeah.
Which, it does look like a balloon.
Is this the same one that looks like Kermit the Frog from a couple months ago?
No, I don't think so.
A different one.
No, I think that's a different
that
one.
Looks weird.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of this is fascinating, but like it would be more appealing if we heard from the guy who was recording that video, right? That's kind of what makes the Tic Tac UFO incident so compelling, is all the data that was recorded around that and all the whistleblowers that came out about that, right? But it's hard to make it's hard to conceptualize half these fucking videos if it's just Jeremy Corbell talking in that room, right? But the fact that it is military video is fascinating. Yeah, like this one looks like Kermit the Frog. Don't even know what to make of that UFO, but